This video podcast is brought to you by McCarter Online.
All of us have our public persona, the person that we want people to see us as. And usually there's a little bit of truth in that. But then we have our private sides, who we really are. You know what I mean? And sometimes we're not even aware of the difference between the public and private persona. So as I started to research his piece, I started to find out that Lincoln Perry, the actor who played Stepin Fetchit, was a very complex, brilliant, shrewd man. You know, he was very articulate. He used to negotiate his own contracts. This is back in like the late 20s in Hollywood. You know what I mean? He was very complex and very different in a lot of ways from the character he portrayed. And also found that Muhammad Ali also was complex, you know. As much as, you know, he was one of my big heroes, he also had some complexity, some of his issues with women, some of his beliefs in the Nation of Islam. You know, he was a complex man as well. And I feel like that ultimately makes the best kind of theater. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really that interesting to watch or for me to write stories about characters that are all good or all bad. Let's get into the real dirt and the nitty-gritty, and that really will show them to be stronger and, to me, more powerful than just two dimensions. You know what I mean? If it's three dimensions, you really get the full breadth of how interesting and complex these people are. So that's just a little bit of what I kind of learned. You know, I started to learn about Muhammad Ali's relationship with his first wife, which also dealt with image. What is going to be our private relationship, and what are we going to try to project to the public, particularly in 1965, which, you know, was a real turning point. It was a real turning point in our history as Americans, you know?
This podcast has been brought to you by McCarter Theater in Princeton, New Jersey. For tickets, call 609-258-ARTS or visit www.mccarter.org.